Hey, my name's Shelby, and today we are going to be talking about Rob Roy. Sorry about my dog in the background. It's the third time I've tried, and he's made his presence known, so I'm just going to roll with it. So Rob Roy is the Scottish Robin Hood, described as the Scottish Robin Hood. He was born as Robert McGregor in Glengyle, which is northwest of Loch Katrine. He was baptised on 7th of March 1671, and he became known as Rob Roy, which was from the Gaelic meaning Red Robert, because of his ginger hair. He became a cattle rustler and extortionist at an early age, and his father took an active part in the Jacobite Rising of 1689, led by Viscount Dundee to support the Stuart King James, who had been deposed by William of Orange, and his father was jailed for treason. Rob Roy became a successful businessman, but in the autumn of 1711, he overtaxed himself and defaulted on a loan. Rob was appalled that when I was on top of my business, action would be taken that might break my credit. I'll quote mark those because they are actual what he's said before. In June 1712, James Graham, 1st Duke of Montrose, one of his creditors, denounced Rob as a bankrupt and offered a reward for his capture. Rob fled to a remote area in the Highlands, from where he seized all boats on Loch Lomond, slaughtered a herd of Montrose deer, and supplied military intelligence to the Hanoverian Duke of Argyll. Argyll. It's Argyll. I've never heard it pronounced. I'm just saying it's Argyll, but it could be Argyll. Otherwise it's probably butchered. But anyway, he encouraged Montrose's tenants not to pay their rent, and in January 1716 occupied Falkland Palace, which he plundered. In June, he was charged in absentia with high treason. In November, he kidnapped one of Montrose's aides and demanded the cancellation of all his debts. The demand was unrealistic, and he freed his hostage after 2 weeks. Oof. 2 weeks is ages. On 3rd of June 1717, Rob surrendered to the Duke of Atholl. However, Rob believed he had been tricked on and on. 5th of June, he escaped from Atholl's prison at Logierait. 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 Okay, anyone Scottish in the comments or that sees this, please let me know if I've how to pronounce it, because I'm sure I've butchered that one too. Logierait. Shit. Sorry. Not trying to be rude. On 25th of June, he issued his declaration of Rob Roy to all true lovers of honour and honesty, in which he claimed that he was the victim of political conspiracy. The next month, he returned to his thieving ways, and he threatened arson of Montrose-built barracks at Inversnaid. I'm so sorry. My pronunciation probably not correct. In January 1719, a reward of £200 was offered for his capture. In March 1720, he attacked and wounded a party of soldiers. Okay, so the aftermath of this was on 19th of October 1725, he formally surrendered to General George Wade at Dunkeld, And in 1729, his soldier sons were charged with stealing cattle and horses, and it was only Rob's oratory that saved them and him from prosecution. His wife had been active in the family business too. In 1725, she had collected blackmail protection money for her husband, and Rob Roy died on 28th of December 1734. To this day, he's a much loved character still. And not sure what happened there. This is just a picture of one of the areas in Scotland that is like the Rob Roy walk. You can actually pay to go on a bit of a walk around the Highland, I guess you'd call it the Highlands, but yeah, places where he was and had been. And here's just a statue that showed up when I googled it, a depiction of him. So yeah, I guess from the reputation, he still looked after the people that looked after him, but it was just a middle finger up to the banks and the people he owed debts to. But yeah, all in all, that's Rob Roy, and hope you have a good one. Stay safe.